Texting has become a crucial part of modern dating, but it's surprisingly easy to make mistakes that can send the wrong message. For many men, a simple text can be the difference between sparking interest and losing it altogether. In this video, we'll break down the top 4 texting mistakes that men often make when communicating with women. Whether you're just starting to get to know someone or you're trying to keep the spark alive, understanding these common pitfalls can help you build better connections and avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Let's dive into the first mistake and see how you can improve your texting game. First major mistake is over-texting. It's natural to want to keep the conversation going, especially if you're excited about someone new. However, sending too many messages in a short period can come across as needy or overwhelming. Women often appreciate a bit of mystery and space, so bombarding them with text can actually push them away. Instead, try to match her texting pace and give her time to respond. Remember, quality always beats quantity when it comes to meaningful conversations. Let's look at why over-texting can be such a turnoff. Over-texting often signals insecurity or impatience. When a man sends message after message without waiting for a reply, it can feel like pressure. This can make a woman feel suffocated or even annoyed, leading her to pull back from the conversation. Instead, it's important to show that you have your own life and interests. By packing your messages and allowing natural pauses, you demonstrate confidence and respect for her time. This approach not only keeps the conversation balanced, but also builds anticipation for your next interaction. Second mistake is sending generic or boring messages. Texts like, "Hey, what's up?" or "How are you?" don't stand out and can make you seem uninterested or lazy. Women appreciate effort and creativity, especially in the early stages of getting to know someone. Instead of sticking to the basics, try to personalize your messages. Reference something from your previous conversation or ask a unique question. This shows that you're paying attention and genuinely interested in her as a person. Personalized messages make a big difference. When you mention something specific she told you, like her favorite movie or a recent event in her life, it shows that you're attentive and thoughtful. This kind of attention helps you stand out from the crowd and makes her feel valued. Even a simple comment about a shared interest can spark a more engaging conversation. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being present and showing that you care about what she said. Third common mistake is misreading tone. Text messages lack facial expressions and vocal cues, so it's easy to misunderstand what someone means. Sometimes a joke can come across as rude, or a simple statement might seem cold. Men often assume their humor or sarcasm will be understood, but without context it can lead to confusion or hurt feelings. It's important to be mindful of how your words might be interpreted, and to use emojis or clarifying phrases when necessary. To avoid misunderstandings, try to keep your messages clear and positive. If you're joking, consider adding a smiley face or a laughing emoji to show your intent. If you're discussing something serious, be direct but gentle. When in doubt, it's better to clarify than to assume she'll get your meaning. This extra effort can prevent unnecessary drama and help your conversations flow more smoothly. Remember, effective communication is key to building trust and connection. Fourth mistake is moving too fast in your texts. This can mean getting too personal too quickly, making suggestive comments, or pushing for a date before she's ready. While enthusiasm is good, rushing the process can make a woman feel uncomfortable or pressured. It's important to let the relationship develop naturally and to respect her boundaries. Take your time to build rapport and trust before escalating the conversation. Building a genuine connection takes time. Instead of pushing for quick results, focus on getting to know her and letting things unfold naturally. Ask about her interests, share stories, and enjoy the process of discovery. When you show patience and respect, you create a safe space for her to open up. This not only increases your chances of success, but also leads to a more meaningful relationship in the long run. Let's quickly recap the 4 most common texting mistakes men make with women. Over-texting, being too generic, misreading tone, and moving too fast. Each of these can create barriers to connection if you're not careful. By being mindful of your texting habits and making small adjustments, you can avoid these pitfalls and communicate more effectively. Now, let's explore some practical tips to help you put these lessons into action. One of the best ways to avoid over-texting is to mirror her texting pace. If she takes a few hours to reply, don't feel pressured to respond instantly. Matching her rhythm shows that you respect her time and aren't desperate for attention. This approach also helps keep the conversation balanced and enjoyable for both of you. Remember, patience is attractive and shows confidence. Personalization is key to making your texts stand out. Instead of generic questions, reference something she mentioned before or ask about her hobbies. This shows that you're attentive and genuinely interested in her life. Even a small detail like remembering her favorite coffee can make a big impression. Personal touches help build rapport and make your conversations more memorable. Emojis can be a great way to add warmth and clarity to your messages. A well-placed smiley or heart can soften your tone and prevent misunderstandings. However, it's important not to overdo it. Too many emojis can seem childish or insincere. Use them to enhance your message, not replace it. This balance helps you communicate more effectively and keeps the conversation light and fun. Respecting boundaries is essential in any conversation. If she seems uncomfortable or takes a long time to reply, don't push for more. Give her space and let her set the pace. This shows maturity and respect, which are highly attractive qualities. By being patient and understanding, you create a safe environment for her to express herself and build trust over time. Authenticity is always attractive. Don't try to be someone you're not just to impress her. Share your real thoughts and feelings and let your personality shine through your texts. When you're genuine, it's easier to form a real connection. Remember, the goal is to find someone who likes you for who you are, not for a persona you create online. In the early stages of texting, it's best to keep things light and positive. Avoid heavy topics or controversial subjects until you've built a stronger connection. Lighthearted jokes, fun stories, and playful banter can help create a relaxed atmosphere. This makes it easier for both of you to enjoy the conversation and look forward to your next chat. Asking open-ended questions encourages more engaging conversations. Instead of yes or no questions, try asking about her favorite experiences, dreams, or opinions. This invites her to share more about herself and keeps the conversation flowing naturally. Open-ended questions also show that you're genuinely interested in getting to know her beyond surface-level topics. Thoughtful responses go a long way. Instead of replying with one-word answers, take a moment to consider your reply. Reflect on what she said and respond in a way that adds value to the conversation. This shows that you're engaged and care about her perspective. Thoughtful replies help build a stronger connection and make your conversations more meaningful. Playing hard to get or using manipulative tactics rarely leads to genuine connections. Instead of waiting hours to reply just to seem cool, respond when you're ready. Authenticity and honesty are much more attractive than mind games. When you're straightforward, it's easier to build trust and avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Knowing when to end a conversation is just as important as knowing how to start one. If the chat is winding down or she seems less engaged, it's okay to say goodnight or suggest picking up the conversation later. This shows that you respect her time and aren't desperate for attention. Ending on a positive note leaves her looking forward to your next interaction. Humor can be a great way to build rapport, but it's important to use it carefully. Not everyone shares the same sense of humor, and jokes can easily be misinterpreted over text. Start with light, positive humor and pay attention to her reactions. If she laughs or responds playfully, you're on the right track. If not, adjust your approach and keep things friendly. While it's good to be open, sharing too much too soon can be overwhelming. Avoid dumping your life story or personal problems in the early stages of texting. Focus on getting to know each other gradually. Save deeper conversations for when you've built more trust and comfort. This helps keep the interaction enjoyable and stress-free. Compliments are great, but they should be sincere and specific. Instead of generic lines like "you're beautiful," try complimenting something unique about her, like her sense of humor or her passion for a hobby. Genuine compliments show that you're paying attention and appreciate her individuality. This makes your words more meaningful and memorable. Negativity can quickly kill the vibe of a conversation. Try to steer clear of complaints, gossip, or controversial subjects, especially early on. Focus on positive, uplifting topics that make her feel good. This creates a more enjoyable atmosphere and helps you both associate texting with fun and positivity. Patience is a virtue, especially in texting. If she takes time to reply, don't bombard her with follow-up messages. Give her space and trust that she'll get back to you when she can. This shows confidence and respect, which are both attractive qualities. Remember, good things take time, and building a connection is a gradual process. Sharing short, interesting stories from your life can make your texts more engaging. Stories give her a glimpse into your personality and experiences, making you more relatable and memorable. Just keep them light and relevant to the conversation. This approach helps you connect on a deeper level and keeps the chat interesting. Voice notes can add a personal touch to your conversations. Hearing your voice helps convey tone and emotion that text alone can't capture. Use them sparingly for special messages or when you want to share something exciting. This makes your communication feel more genuine and helps you stand out. It's easy to overthink every word you send, but try to relax and be yourself. Overanalyzing your messages can lead to anxiety and awkwardness. Trust your instincts and focus on enjoying the conversation. When you're relaxed, your texts will feel more natural and authentic, making it easier to connect. While texting is a great way to get to know someone, it's important to eventually move things offline. If things are going well, suggest meeting up for coffee or a casual activity. This shows that you're serious about getting to know her and aren't just looking for a texting buddy. Just be sure to wait until the timing feels right and she's comfortable. Not every conversation will lead to a connection, and that's okay. If she's not interested or stops replying, handle it with grace. Don't take it personally or send angry messages. Thank her for her time and move on. This maturity not only leaves a good impression but also helps you stay positive for future opportunities. Consistency is important in building trust. Try to reply within a reasonable time frame and keep the conversation going at a steady pace. This shows that you're reliable and genuinely interested. However, don't feel pressured to reply instantly every time. Balance is key. Consistency helps create a sense of stability and reliability. Double texting, sending another message before she replies, can come across as impatient or desperate. Unless it's urgent or you're clarifying something important, wait for her response before sending another message. This shows self-control and respect for her time. It also keeps the conversation feeling natural and unforced. Using proper grammar and spelling makes a good impression. Sloppy texts can make you seem careless or uninterested. Take a moment to proofread your messages before hitting send. Clear communication shows that you care about how you present yourself and respect her enough to put in the effort. While a little slang can make your texts feel casual, overusing it can be confusing or off-putting. Stick to clear, friendly language, especially in the early stages. This helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures your messages are easy to read and respond to. If she shares something personal or challenging, be supportive and empathetic. A simple message like "that sounds tough, I'm here if you want to talk" can go a long way. Showing empathy builds trust and makes her feel comfortable opening up to you. Talking about your hobbies and passions makes you more interesting and gives her a better sense of who you are. Share what excites you, whether it's sports, music, or a favorite book. Passion is attractive and it can spark deeper conversations about shared interests. One-word replies can make you seem disinterested or bored. Try to expand on your answers and keep the conversation going. Even a short sentence or a follow-up question can make a big difference in keeping the chat lively and engaging. A little flirting can add excitement to your conversations. Compliment her, tease playfully, or use light banter to show your interest. Just be sure to keep it respectful and gauge her reactions. If she responds positively, you're on the right track. If not, dial it back and keep things friendly. Texting late at night can sometimes send the wrong message or disrupt her routine. Unless you know she's a night owl, try to keep your conversations during reasonable hours. This shows respect for her time and helps maintain healthy boundaries. If you're looking for something serious, don't be afraid to communicate that. Honesty about your intentions helps avoid misunderstandings and ensures you're both on the same page. Being upfront is always better than leading someone on or playing games. Texting is a great tool, but it shouldn't be your only way of communicating. Mix things up with phone calls, video chats, or in-person meetings when possible. This helps deepen your connection and prevents misunderstandings that can happen over text. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. If you realize you've made one of the common texting errors, don't be too hard on yourself. Learn from the experience and adjust your approach next time. Growth comes from reflection and a willingness to improve. Positive attitude is contagious. Keep your messages upbeat and optimistic even if the conversation hits a lull. Positivity makes you more enjoyable to talk to and helps create a lasting impression. Remember, everyone enjoys chatting with someone who lifts their spirits. When ending a conversation, try to leave it open for future chats. For example, mention something you'd like to talk about next time or suggest an activity you could do together. This keeps the momentum going and gives her something to look forward to. Texting doesn't have to be complicated. By avoiding the 4 common mistakes over texting, being too generic, misreading tone, and moving too fast, and following these practical tips, you can communicate more confidently and authentically. Remember, the goal is to build a real connection and enjoy the process of getting to know someone new. With a little awareness and effort, your texting game can go from awkward to awesome. Good luck.